Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Bible Illustrated Hands. Today's question comes from Kevin. He asks, why do Orthodox pray for the dead when we don't believe in purgatory? And he has sent me a screenshot of a post on Catholic Reddit where they basically say that Orthodox do believe in purgatory, but we call it toll houses, and it was never dogmatically defined, and how us Orthodox like to call everything a mystery. None of these things are true. Well, first of all, it's true that we never had a particular dogmatic pronouncements on the state of the soul after death, except sort of that, souls of the dead are conscious, but that's about it. The toll houses aren't official dogmatic teaching of the Eastern Orthodox Church, just because there are some similarities of some of our postmodern visions of it, Roman Catholic teaching of the purgatory, does not mean that we believe in purgatory, and there was extreme controversy over this in the 16th century in the Council of Florence and Basel on our belief or lack thereof in purgatory. Now, first of all, again, I'll reiterate, Orthodox do not believe in purgatory. Why? First of all, what is purgatory? Purgatory is the purging of venial sins and residual punishment of confessed mortal sins. Now, this already poses a lot of issues in Eastern Orthodox Church. First of all, we don't differentiate between venial and mortal sins. That's one, but that is a lesser issue. The big one is that we do not believe in residual punishment. Once your sin is forgiven, it is forgiven. There is no need for you to pay homage to God's justice or something by having some sort of punishment inflicted upon you. And that is essentially how purgatory was defined by Roman Catholics, up to the point that there were theologians who actually thought that there was literal fire in purgatory, and that is why the art of purgatory practically universally involves flames. Well, it's more developed in, for example, Dante, and of course you can call it spiritual, and that's perfectly fine, and I would accept it, but I don't think you can flee away from the underlying teaching of purgatory, and that is residual punishment. Some people call it final theosis, but nobody gets more divine by simply inflicting pain and evening up the pain debt by God. Orthodox simply pray for the dead because we believe it is good for them, because we love them, and it is God's mandate that we should pray for all, dead included. We believe that our prayer can and does relieve sins of the dead, but we don't believe that they're purged of the dead are purged of sins passively in the afterlife, which is sort of implied with the purgatory. And that's pretty much it. There is no automatic or passive purging of sins in the afterlife. There is no concept of excess of merits. There is no concept of residual punishment, and that is why the Orthodox pray for the dead. Bye.